Light bearers, I return once again, and it's once again time to bear the light, spread the light. One of those, you know, all of the above, all of the following. Yeah, back on a Friday. On a Friday, and time to Jadari it up. Real good, like. Big plans for this place for the day. Yep. The Raj is not doing good, which means we are soon gonna be doing very good. That's gonna be the main area of focus for today, which works out quite nicely since I think last time was very much west focused. So today we're back in the east. Hello, Jules. Hello, today something different, something from the usual schedule. Yep. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. A lot of conquest ahead of us. A lot of conquest, a lot of fighting. Actually, no, this should be quite easy conquest with not that much fighting, actually, now that I think about it. So, our situation. Yeah, stuff going on in the west, though I think Birzartenches was getting beaten up. Yeah, they kind of... I do find it... yeah, it's a bit funny that they ended up messing up. I thought they should have it in the bag, but somehow things didn't work out for them. And I guess anything interesting in Canor? Vern isn't doing too good. Yeah, Vern isn't doing too good. Well, I guess that's just standard Canor / Europe stuff. Also interesting to see that Corvuria is up and doing something. Are they? I guess I wouldn't know from here if they are a vampire. They are a powerful mage and cruel. Yeah, that's about how Corvuria should be. But yeah, as I said, today's focus for us is gonna be... Yeah, these guys getting pretty decently big. Our focus is gonna be the Raj and Rachen. We are about to just plow in straight. So yeah, a few things. We have money is bleeding, but well, we'll be conquering countries, we'll be getting reparations. So plus we have 1,000 in the bank, should be good enough. Manpower is looking fine. We haven't lost much in the last few wars. And everything is just stellar. Yeah, we lost our Diplo advisor, but that's no biggie. And just waiting for Jedalessa to come of age, which actually today... she needs 8 more years. Actually, that should happen today, hopefully. Depending on how quickly or slowly I do things, I guess. But okay, the Raj. So, let's see. How are we doing things here? In the far east, there already is some infighting happening. And, let's see. What cities did I specifically need? Because we are very much closing in on having... on basically being able to form the Jadd Empire. So we still need, I guess, just a whole bunch of provinces, as is, 37 provinces, but that's easy enough. And then we need 3 specific cities, which all are in Rahen. So... no, show me. Okay, it will. Okay, it won't show me. Sadly, but I remember they were. So what was it? Denijan Sar, Denijansar is the capital of the Raj. We're going there anyways. Rayavashapal was, I think, here. Yep, this is even closer to us, even easier. And then the last one was Sardifadin. I think that was the... Yeah, okay, so just deeper into the Raj. So basically these... We need these 3 cities, and those are the only specific things required to form the empire. Yeah, they are... Well, yeah, they're all gonna be big cities. We're gonna be taking everything around them as well. Actually, I think if we take most of the land in the Raj, and then maybe one more war in the west, and we should be able to form the empire. Well, as far as the missions go, that is roughly how it should be as well. And oh boy, is the mission tree gonna expand. Oh boy. Okay, so what are we looking at currently? Time to... I guess, yeah, our armies are here. I guess what? First off, I guess it would be the best to attack... okay, so I guess this was one thing that last time I wanted to avoid. Basically, Bim Lao. They are a big country in the east. They are like... I think they're like... Not really... I think they're like... Vietnam? No, they're like Thailand. I think they're like Thailand. Mostly. But honestly, they have 11... It's like 11,000 troops isn't nothing. But then again, it's, I guess, not enough to be really scared of. So I think first... Also, how are all the other allies looking? Yeah, they're not gonna join. They're not gonna join. Okay, everyone else is just cruel and they dislike them and like us. So, okay, that can wait a little bit. Instead, let's just gobble up all the little... Yeah, let's just gobble up all the little OPMs that don't have any allies at the moment. We can just barge in. We can just start barging in and, yeah, cleaning up, basically. It was also good that while we are expanding here in these western parts, I'm actually not taking much for myself. Mostly everything here is being fed into Tekrel Makan. Which, for whatever reason, they don't like me that much, even though I am giving them a bunch of land. Okay, get them out of there. Ooh, some rebels? What is this? With only 12%. 20... Okay, Zanshapi, I guess, are at 24% chance a month. Oh, this is up here in the mountains. Okay. Okay, next war. Yeah, okay, like these guys, they are picking up some allies. Which is non-ideal, but... Actually, who else can I quickly nab? Okay, these guys don't have anyone. Plus, this is one of the cities that we need. And also, this is, if I'm not mistaken, this I am taking for myself. Ow, and... Okay, the maps... I don't know why, but for me, it always replaces the terrain. Just political. Give me political. Whoever looks at the actual terrain map. Disgusting. But, okay, so this... Where is the mission? This one, the Western Kingdoms. Okay, so we need to own Rayavashapal. As a matter of fact, we do need to own it ourselves. And then, okay, yeah, everything here. Okay, so here we go in. Sure, take the capital. Time to barge in. Hello, how are you doing? Where are you going? Why are you running? Why are you running? Well, they didn't run far. And what's this? Oh, well, sure, didn't even care, just decline. Ooh, these guys are at it. I thought how long it would be until they would start fighting. Rajnadaga, Rajnadaga, something like that, and Babhagama. They sure are names. Actually, how do they look military-wise? Oh, so okay, the brown ones are losing very much so. Why does this keep replacing itself? No, you. Okay, just remove. There we go, now it should be good. Okay, so we will need a few provinces from them. Actually, who are they even allied with? Ah, these ones wanted to ask for military passage. Okay. Well, you're gonna get beaten up in soon enough as well. Okay, also here we don't need everyone on this fortress. Remove some cavalry. They're just dying of attrition. Okay, not. Oh, the command. Ah, yes, okay, so this is paper. Prices of paper are going up. Because, well, it turns out just trying to administer giant empires, as we ourselves are trying to do here, is quite problematic. It's a quite problematic endeavor. Paper is pretty good for that. Paper is expensive. Well. We send back in some of those. Maybe I will even start a fight. Okay, could the vassals please stop sitting in one province as me? I don't want to lose too much to attrition. The Empire is doing reforms. How is the Empire doing? Well, they did their second. I do not have the... I don't remember which... I guess it literally was called the Empire expansion. Or I don't remember quite. I don't have the expansion which upgrades the entire Imperial mechanics. So I just have the, I guess, at this point, the vanilla Empire stuff, like the Elector's Authority reforms, all of that. Don't have the enhanced version. So they are slowly crawling along. Verkal Gulan, no, I don't want negative relations with Gulan. I want them to be happy. Okay, there we go, one siege over. I guess, let's get them... 1 versus 3, yeah, let's get you over. Then again, I can just start another war. So, I guess, how is everyone else? Okay, so they are a vassal, plus they have a bunch of allies. Looks like these guys, Shenral, I can pick them up without too much trouble. But then everyone else... Or maybe I just get ready to fight the Raj. Maybe I just get ready to fight the Raj. Also, now the Bovauris do have... They have actually built up a military. How much do they have? They have 20,000, nothing in reserves. But sure, they're doing stuff. They have a decent general. I could call them in. Honestly, what other use am I gonna have for them? I think after these wars I'm gonna have to cancel the alliance anyways, because I will need to... Well, at some point I will need their lands as well. So... I think let's get these troops in position. I guess, yeah, I guess definitely we can... no, okay, transfer this to Tekril Makan. Congratulations, you get another province. Give us some money. Damn, 20 bucks. Well, it is what it is. Split off. One more cavalry. Go there. Just need to get everyone... Ah, what's this? Sarkashabid, we get a 75 size spy network. Sarkashabid are these guys. Am I interested in having a spy network on them? They have their one fortress. Oh yeah, and these then are different guys. I don't think I'm overly interested in really keeping that spy network on them. Yeah. I think I'm fine. I think I'm quite fine as is. So we'll wrap up this fight, and then it's gonna be time to go for the Raj. Yeah, they are definitely not doing well. They are definitely not happy. Also, it's gonna be interesting to see if they're actually gonna decide to do some fighting or not. Up until now, everyone has been mostly just trying to escape, and whenever... the only fights we get are when I decide to chase them down. Actually, who is still... Okay, so we'll be fighting all of these lads. So that will be 2 more fortresses. A gold rush. Nice. Gain 1 inflation, but 280 crowns. Oh, thank you, sir. I'll take that gladly. So how is our inflation doing? 2.6. 2.6. Do I want to reduce? Nah, I think 2.6 is low enough. We can sit at that for a little while. It's not a big tragedy. Okay, so we will have to deal with... So what are they? They are military tech 6 and have 7,000. They are military tech 7, have 5,000. And then what was it? These guys, military 6, military 7. Yeah, it's a lot of separate armies. Yeah, honestly, religion is going very quickly. If I look at this, yeah, we don't even have that many provinces that need converting. It's going quite fine. Oh, was that water shortage? Yeah, water shortage, that's good stuff. And then, yeah, I guess basically we will take lands, we will take quite a bit of lands here, carve through the middle, then we'll pick up Tudima and Shenral in one war since they are allied. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of aggressive expansion again, but I think we are basically wiping out the Raj in one go. So yeah, this is I do very much like that there is this city. It's a 5-piece city. Consists of literally 5 separate provinces. Yeah, provinces, which is just so cool. Porcelain City. Yeah, they have a lot. That's like the biggest city in all of Hades, I think. So, all of Fantasy Asia. Oh, and the Nolokaz is once again under attack. It looks like the southern tribes are, I guess, since we weakened the Nolokaz so much, and yeah, also I didn't even notice, yeah, Kreterata retook. They retook and took then some down the river. I guess down the river this is very good, well, relatively good provinces. Almost got all the way to their capital. How is Keterata doing? Yeah, they're still struggling a bit. Okay, back to the front lines. So this is all taken, so I do indeed gobble up everything. Yeah, this is expensive. They also can actually give us some money. Yeah, 200. I guess taking the big cities is gonna be problematic. This is gonna be problematic, yeah, these ones. That is with the discount from having a permanent claim. I guess it doesn't help us that we currently have -20 admin efficiency. That is honestly terrible. That is actually incredibly bad. And the problem is, but yeah, also I think last time I quickly saw this, but I didn't really check it. Just funny that we are the #1 great power in the world. Admittedly, just by 2 development, but that is considering the fact that we are 1 institution behind. So yeah, and actually we do have. I don't know if has this updated. 910 development. So actually we are quite close to having 1000 development of our own, which will be big because then we can go to Empire rank. And I don't remember by how much Empire increases our government capacity. That's the big one, governing capacity, because currently being I think what a duchy gave 50, a kingdom gives 200. I don't remember how much Empire gave, but it should mean that we can get rid of this penalty, because yeah, currently being over governing capacity is really costing us. Advisors are much more expensive. And yeah, the admin efficiency is brutal. Aggressive expansion is also bad, but that's less so. We'd have a shit ton of it anyways. Disable that for now. So now, I guess, yeah, even with all those issues I mentioned, it's still time to go and get them. Oh, but suddenly everyone... Okay, that's a single province. Oh, they actually do have 6,000 men. I guess that is a city. That is a city. And then these guys down here. They only have 3,000 though. I think, yeah, but then again, well, I could go for these guys. Then again, we will get claims. Actually, will we get claims down here? Where are the missions? Will this give me... What sort of claims will this give me? Again, areas. Ramirta and Lower Denbasana. There, I need area. Middle Denbasana, Lower Denbasana, and Ramirta. Okay, so that will give us claims on these places. Not quite. And then I assume what, going even further? Will give us... Ah, yeah, here, I guess absorbing the ministries. Gain a permanent claim on Harim Raj core lands, province group, and gain a permanent claim on Sramaya. Is this a region? No, that's the Rakhine coast area. Province groups. Raj core. Ah, here we have Karim Raj core lands. So I guess it's a bit problematic because I guess we won't be getting claims on this southern peninsula for a while. We are mostly pushing in and cutting them off, but then not really doing much here. I guess we'll see what I do about it. But you know, I say screw it. Let's set Satep Sim as the war goal. We will call in the Buvauris. Oh, and actually calling in the Buvauris does mean that at least one of these guys don't want to join the war anymore. So that will just be less sieging required, basically. That's the main point. Sure. Blow the horns. To war we go. To war we go. Need to make sure that these, I guess, fortresses fall as quickly as possible so that we can get actually moving. I don't wanna get stuck here for too long on any of these. Well, yeah, a water shortage is just about the most perfect thing that can happen. And a wall breach. Well, looks like the generals heard. Looks like everyone heard the message that I was sending. Finish this job quickly. And they sure are working for it by the looks of it. Well, okay, well, this disease outbreak isn't that perfect. But you know, not everything can be perfect. Okay, they do have... Looks like they do have substantial defenses. Okay, defenders desert. Yeah, this should be... Also, how are the Buvauris? Okay, the Buvauris are trying to go for Bimlao. Honestly, that's all I need from them for this war. They just need to occupy Bimlao. So that they don't cause any trouble for us. No, I doubt they could cause much trouble for us, but, you know, still. Okay, that was really quick. I guess go help out in the capital then. No, not the capital, these are just the next guys over. Oh, and they found our agent. Well, that's not perfect. Damn, everyone is finding our agents. Who's the mole? Who's chattering? Okay, looks like everyone is... Okay, looks like the Buvauris managed to beat the Bimlauen army. One thing that I think will be a bit disappointing here is... Yeah, I assume the Buvauris are gonna get a whole bunch of war participation. Even though I think they will be doing fuck all. Which, the main problem in that is gonna be that they're gonna be taking a lot of the money that we take in war reparations. Okay, start some simultaneous sieges. Let's get the ball rolling. Water shortage, very cool, very cool. Ah, well, these guys aren't defended at all. Right, I forgot that by spying on the Raj, I automatically get a spy network with all of their vassals. So that's very much working in our favor. Oh, disease outbreak. Oh goddamn, the Buvauris are coming to help. More disease outbreaks! Ah! Reform the... Oh Christ. Okay, those have been 2 disease outbreaks in a row. Funnily enough, I did just watch a video where a guy went through all the siege mechanics in all the Paradox games. And explaining that, yeah, there is a chance that you get 3 disease outbreaks in a row, and that's like 1 in 2.5 thousand. Well, we're getting there. We sure are getting there. Also, what the hell? Why is Ayarellen in this fight now? What is going on here? Varamhar has redeclared. What is this? Damn, so, yeah, the West is... These guys are dying to separatists. The Birzanteshi capital has been taken by heretics. Yeah, they're just absolutely killing each other. Thanks, I guess. Gonna make my life much easier. Okay, there we go. Another fort has fallen. I think I want to get some battles in. Let's see if we can catch these guys. Jadar should be able to basically wipe them. Gonna be a bit of a crossing penalty, but otherwise it's a flat desert, perfect for us. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, that was... that sure was something. And I think that has literally been the 3rd disease outbreak in a row. Alas, you cannot see the history. You cannot see the history of a siege. You only know the previous outcome. But, well, that has definitely been at least 2. Maybe there was a 3rd one in there. Okay, there we go. Some provinces finished coring. But still, we are sitting on 40 overextension. Problem is, I won't be able to take a whole lot of land in this war, I think. Overextension will just absolutely murderize me. Then again... When have I been too worried about overextension? You know, sometimes it is worth it to be a bit worried. You know, at least a little bit worried. Okay, who else are we fighting? Down here and over here, these guys. Can we get through here? No, we can. Okay, we have to walk around. Well, start walking around, I guess. Oh, or not. Okay, so these guys get in on their capital. Oh no, we still have to walk around. Sure. So that's the capital of the Raj now, under siege. How are they doing? Come on, let me click the province. Yeah, they do have good defensiveness. Increased defensive. But at least we do have 40% siege ability, so we are nullifying it. Otherwise, if we had to go up against it, that would be more painful. Okay, spellcasting, it has ended. I don't need to cast any more spells. Irlium, what do you want? Sure, do your squabble. I don't care. Walk through me if you want. Okay, there we go. That's another province. Done. I guess continue moving forward. So is any... Okay, so I guess I can... There are the allies, but looks like all the allies are still very much enthusiastic for this war. It would be neat to... I don't know, like, take Bimlau's capital, and because I think I can squeeze out a lot of money from them. That could be very nice. But realistically, I don't know if it will be... I doubt it will be worth it walking all that distance and sieging potentially all those forts just to get some money. Yeah, that takes some more. I guess we can offer a few cohorts. Education for the poor. Sure, do it. Okay, yeah, I don't know, the Raj didn't even really stand a chance. They didn't even really stand a chance. Ooh, we have lost a substantial amount of manpower, though, I do see now. At least, like, for the first time. And I think this has all been... Because where are specifically my losses? I guess we have lost... Wait, actually, we have lost... You know, what is this? Immoral prices. Just pay the bread. The peasants want bread. It's only 40 crowns. We have that money, plus the merchants are gonna be very happy. Actually, we have... Okay, so we have lost 7,000 men in battles? That sounds not quite accurate. 6,000 due to attrition sounds more accurate. Okay, and I think the Buvauri is just wiped out. Yeah, the Bimlawan army has been entirely wiped out. Okay. Oh yeah, actually maybe Maybe I should embrace the Renaissance, because now all of this is gonna start counting. Wait, actually, where was it? Because, And then again, I don't remember. What was the place of this? Ravayashapal. Or no, I think it was only Cord? Only stated provinces count. Don't quite remember. 800. Well, we would be left with only 300 gold in the pocket. Okay, are we still... Okay, we are still sieging their capital. That's gonna be the big one. Once we take their capital, we should get a bunch of war score. And, yeah. Also, I need to transfer... I need to transfer these two provinces over. Occupation. Okay, at least that is gonna be something that we will take in the war, but I will not have to be directly responsible for, because this will go to Tekrel Makan. So I'll just be chilling, won't have to worry about that overextension. We ourselves will just bite into the middle here as much as reasonably possible. Oh, Byzantinsches just got a peasants' war. Yeah, they're dead. What can I say? They just fucking blown the fuck up. And yeah, this is a mess. It's such a mess over there. And now here we have Yagub Faru. They took a bite out of Nolokaz. Yeah, it looks like everyone is just bullying them at this point. No manpower, no military, nothing. Just dead in the water, slowly rotting away. And yeah, goddamn, the Buvauris really have been fighting very actively. They have also been dying very actively. Which, as per usual, is, I think, what gives them so much war contribution. Because one thing is, like, a big part of the war participation is calculated from losses. And then the problem is that the AI always loses a shit ton of troops. Because that's just how they fight. And, me, being a player, being a bit more conservative with how I spend my manpower, means I don't get as much participation. Oh yeah, this can be removed. Good thing. Okay, all the sieges should be finishing. Yep, there goes one. Very cool. Very cool. And there goes the capital of the Raj. Even cooler. And there go. Okay, just perfect. Literally perfect. 3 sieges finishing within the same month. So, okay. I assume, yeah, these guys won't want to peace out. So let's just make this. So these 3 provinces will be going to our vassal. That's gonna be cool. Also, how are we? Oh, yeah, we need maybe some suppression here. Okay, let's send over. Jadar, you can, I think, head over and start working on maybe some rebel suppression. But yeah, how long until... It would be nice if we could core these provinces. It's gonna take a year. I think I can marinate things for a year. And then we'll be able to take much more than we could currently. Where is this in? Oh, then again, looks like maybe even the cost. Oh, this is gonna make a lot of people angry. But I'm not too worried about that. Okay, I can literally cut them into pieces. Okay, actually, this is 55 overextension. We don't go over 100 with this. Yeah, that's a lot of angry people. That sure is a lot of angry people. But hey, do I care? Nah. So I guess yeah, we will take what we will get 2 fortresses out of this. It should be cool. Yeah, 45 power projection, very nice. A peace treaty until 1503. Oh yeah, this is a maximum length peace. Alternatively, I could, well, I could, like, I don't know, not take that. Doesn't really help much. A peace until 1499. Honestly, I could take a bit less, all things considered. Because I will have to fight them anyways, and in the meanwhile there is the possibility that some of these vassals break free, and if they break free that means I can fight them separately. Okay, let's just see, do I actually have... yeah, I do have claims on all of that. Now, alas, I guess, yeah, no money. No real... well, I could take money, but that then is again gonna extend the peace timer. How much does that add on? 2 years. It adds 2 years. Is 2 years worth the 300? Well, that is 300. Actually, how much would I get out of that? I would only get 150, so actually screw the money. The Bouvaries would get too much of it. And okay, that's that. Okay. Start coring all of this. Now, in order to prevent a coalition from forming, I need to make sure that I have peace treaties with most of our neighbors here. Coalition. Yeah, all of Rachen is a bit angry. I need to beat up these two guys. These ones in the north. Yeah. Okay, actually, I think I can go for Babhagama. So how are you looking? And yes, this will also get me a peace with... okay, no, those guys aren't even interested in joining currently. So, sure, I think their military is very much occupied. I just need to take 4 provinces from them here in the south. I guess, yeah, one at North Gankaden. That's an entire state. And we'll give that all to Tekral Makan, so again, no problems for us. Overextension-wise or so on. We just give it all away. And then that will complete the Western Kingdom. So yeah, Raya Vashapal needs to get cored. And then these provinces. That will give negative 50 Liberty Desire to Tekral Makan. Very cool. And then yeah, this will take... I think we should be able to do the along the Denbasana with 1 more war. I think this should be doable. Well, like, this is the problem. The land here is very good. The land is very high development. So actually maybe we'll have to see how that goes. And okay, some of these are getting a bit uppity. Actually, where did that get us? 951. Ah. It's a shame that in order to upgrade ranks, it only counts your own development. It doesn't count the development of vassals, which is a slight problem here. But, okay, got some new fortresses. Sure, you can go through me. And yeah, meanwhile, everyone else to the north. We're gonna kick these guys in the butt. God damn, how many peace treaties do they have? I guess everyone here will have a crazy amount of... Oh, no, they don't. Well, I don't know what's that about then. Okay, time to get ready. Here. But before we start this war, it has been a little bit, so I will quickly, as always, you know, quickly dip out, check stuff, etc, etc. Okay, start religiousing that up. So, yeah, before we do this, I will quickly dip out, be back in a few minutes, hopefully. BRB. The fire is lit, the path is clear. All you need is the strength to follow it. Yep, we need some of that strength now. I need some of that strength now. Yeah, and look at that, name is getting bigger. And bigger. That's good. Big names are good. So what are these? What are these? Like, how did they get religious rebels? Who even are these? Eclipse heretics. I guess an eclipse would be pretty bad for Sun Elves. Well, I guess we did have one event, which was an eclipse. But we actually interpreted it in a quite a nice way. Okay, but here we are ready. Start the war for Jadd VOD. Sure. Boom. Get in there, start sieging. Oh, actually, the main army can squeeze through here. Great Storm has announced us as their rivals. Does the Great Storm have any military capacity? They have 10,000 men, no manpower, and military level 4. I don't think your lads are gonna achieve much. Like, sorry to break it to you, but I don't think you will. They have 3 vassals, but I don't know if you're gonna be surprised, but I don't care. I don't care a whole lot, have to tell you. Oh, disease outbreak. Now that's not a fun way to start things off. High fervor. Actually, let's wait until we get like to like 100 or something. Oh, a 50%, another 50% cheaper advisor. You know, I do like having the trade efficiency advisor in there just because that does give us the potential chance to get the really good event. We already have the inflation guy. Plus also just getting Diplo power, while not super important, I do want to catch up on technologies a bit, and getting vetting would be very cool. So honestly, I think even though it's not gonna help our money situation, get on the team. Welcome to the team. Okay, we'll split off. Well, actually, all of you can get up there, start sieging. No, not like this. Just one of you. You go there, you meanwhile disrupt. Disrupt any of their recruitment. And yeah, from them, all I need is these 4 provinces plus as much money as I can feasibly take. Because hopefully, I imagine they should pay out a decent amount. Oh, what's this? The command. The fall of Jiadao. With the fall of Jiadao, the legendary House of Meditation is no longer protected by the Jianglushi Wulin. The office has lost all relevance, and the Jaqen of Jianji will no longer pretend to honor the wishes of the old First Master. The command gains prestige and mana points, a bunch of them, so I assume they have conquered some city. Honestly, the command is doing just better and better. They are keeping up on technologies. They have actually basically maxed out. Wait, 7. Do they have maxed out? Yeah, they have maxed out tolerance ideas. 60,000 troops on the go, 50,000 manpower, and they have conquered their way all the way down here. Yeah, they are... It is surprising how they rebounded. In the beginning they were just dead. But now they're just roaring, ready to go. Which is definitely a bit scary. We still have quite a bit of land between us. And I would say that we still are expanding better than they are. But it definitely won't be an easy fight whenever it comes to it. And they can't be underestimated too much. Oh yeah, and now the Raj is under attack by someone else. Oh yeah, they're under attack by a bunch of guys. Oh! Okay, so yeah, as I said, all the vassals of the Raj have rebelled, and they are now basically just, what is this, an independence war, I assume? Yeah, it's an independence war. So all the vassals are fighting to split off from them, which is perfect. Admittedly, a bit of a shame that we got that long truce deal in that case. Would have been nice if I got, I guess, a shorter truce. And then, I would be able to fight the vassals already quite soon. Okay, there we go. Sure, in the mountains a bit non-ideal, but get rid of those rebels. Okay, and over there we took... Okay, well, okay, no losses, basically still good. And at what? Ayarelani, that's also in this area. Zanshapi... Okay, yeah, okay, I guess a number of the rebels are... I think this is in the east. Yeah, this is in the east. Okay, I guess Jadar goes somewhere like here and wait. And then over here, do I need to... Oh yeah, these I need to turn over to Tekral Makan. Yup. And then do I need to fight you for much longer, or can we already take this? Okay, I do need to fight you a bit longer. Otherwise, they're not quite willing. Not quite willing to give up. Because I also want the money. I do want the money as well. Okay, leave behind some units, get out. Oh, that's... leave one more unit behind. Now hopefully once we take their capital, that should be enough to both get all the land I want, as well as get all the... Oh, they can give us actually 300 ducats. That's Very nice. I definitely want all of it. That'll be a very nice addition to the bank. That'll be very cool. Well, what's happening here? That's their main army. No, our inflation advisor died. Piss. He was a good one. Well, he did his job. Thanks a lot, my guy. You will be remembered for this exact moment. 5 minutes later, you will be forgotten. Alas, such is life. Such is life. Yeah, manpower. I guess we will have lost. Yeah, a decent amount. Okay, there goes the capital. Excellent. And they will give us all I need. Can I annual? Oh, they don't even have any alliances anymore. Well, perfect. Just give me the money, give my vassal. Okay, yeah. Sure. Ba-boom. Boom, ba-boom. That's again a lot of stuff dealt with. I guess go back down south. This means what? We have finally a short period of peace. We can change rivals. Irlium. Yeah, I will definitely rival Irlium. I will soon beat them up. Once they finish this horrific war. And then... Okay, here now the only thing I'm waiting for is to get Rayavashapal Cord, which will be done soon enough. And then we will be done with that quest. Mission. The kingdoms. Yeah, last time I played I didn't manage to do this. Last time I think I just manually conquered this entire area. But now we have, like, now this is actually a substantially sized vassal. Can't really say anything about him. Anything bad, that is. Okay, merge them. I should maybe try and roll some better generals. I think I will be running on a... I think I have... Well, not really capacity for military power. We can keep a lot of military power in reserve, but... I think might spend some on trying to get generals. Okay, those cores will be done at any moment. And hello, Caitlin. Oh, what mod is this? So, asking what mod is it makes me think that you actually know EU4. Is that the case? Which, admittedly, I didn't expect. I wouldn't expect anyone that comes from my gacha side of things to know about the grand strategy side of things. But it's Anbennar. It's Anbennar, I think I have it as one of the tags. It's a high fantasy total conversion. It's and it very much is a total conversion. It's very big, huge, dare I even say. It's got a shit ton of content, and I love it. Well, hence I'm playing it, right? Yeah, we are playing the Jadari We are a desert legion of sun elves formed around the Jadd religion, which is very inclusive, very open-minded, so we get a lot of bonuses for like I mean, even if I didn't know EU4, I'd know enough geography to know that this isn't anywhere IRL. Well, true, yes. But you know, I would say if you didn't know EU4, you could assume it's just a fantasy game to begin with, right? I think that's more what I was aiming at. But yeah, understandable. And yeah, we are effectively in the equivalent of the Middle East. This is Bulvar, and where do we have Bulvar, Salahad? That's like basically Mesopotamia. Currently did a bit of fighting in Rachen, which is India, effectively. I can't imagine a fantasy game being called Europa Universalis. Well, potato, I don't know, details, schmeetails. But true. I get what you're, I get what you're trying to say. Okay, and that should be a mission. Yep, Western Kingdoms. So what is this? The Western Kingdom. Once the western reaches of the Harim Raj were split between warring Genkadeni families, a constellation of weak tribes forced to submit to an even weaker Raj. But under our suzerainty, they have found a greater family than they ever imagined, and found union under Surael's light. A new sun rises over Rachen. Well, that's just nice, isn't it? Haven't played much of EU4 since I switched Steam accounts. Too many DLCs to just buy. Yeah, I guess if you had it previously with everything and then lost it or something and now have to go back to the base, yeah, that would be bad, isn't it? I don't own all the DLCs myself. I think I'm missing like 4. I think it's 4 of the latest expansions, because I didn't buy anything separately. I think when I got EU4, I think like 4 years ago, when there was a big sale on Humble Bundle, and I think I got everything that was out at the time for like, I don't remember, 30 or 40 euros, somewhere in between there, which was quite a bargain. But obviously, since then, everything that has released, I haven't really done any additional purchases. Mostly because none of them seem overly critical. It's a bit of a shame I don't have the one which gives monuments, which the Anbennar devs have also put in a lot of monuments, which would be cool. I only have like, but we still have like lesser versions, I guess, which are still quite nice. Okay, and then that is okay. So how many? Yeah, I gotta wait out a few rebels on this end. Oh yeah, there we go, the Jeddaressa's Chosen. Now, place your bets. I think they will be absolute trash mercenaries. I think it's gonna be like 5,000 infantry. It's gonna be infantry with like a movement speed buff and discipline. So where are they? Oh no, they're actually... Damn, they're actually not half... they're actually not half bad. 14 infantry, which is a lot currently. That's like half of my army. They get 20% movement speed. less land attrition, more morale, and raw 0.5 infantry fire. They are expensive though. Oh, but they get just a raw plus 50% cost. Yeah, well, I don't have that money. I think as good as they are, I doubt I will be using them, especially since the Elven military gives debuffs to mercenaries just outright. So yeah, but honestly, nice to see that some of the devs have made good, unique mercenaries. Most of them are unusable. But what's that? I did keep up with the dev diaries for EU5, but I doubt I'll end up buying it until much later. Yeah, I followed the dev diaries for EU5 initially. Now I have kind of forgotten about it because honestly, I doubt I will get into it on launch. Because also like having the DLCs for EU4 and having a mod I love, there is still a lot of campaigns that I want to play in Anbennar. And yeah, so because of that, I don't really see myself either switching to EU5 all that soon. I guess depends how well it releases. If the release is very good and if it already offers a lot of content right away, I guess could be something worth considering. But maybe they'll continue the mod into EU5. It will definitely take a long time, but I would think it's basically guaranteed that they will, because they are already very much in the process of making a version for Crusader Kings 3, which is like a prequel. Well, it's literally just the same world, but the Crusader Kings time period, because this uses the same time period as vanilla EU4. It's 1444 start. So, and the mod for Crusader Kings 3 is, I think, in a playable state already. It still has stuff missing, but it is there. I think there have been some random rumors about a Victoria 3 version as well, if I'm not mistaken. I think so. I think the EU5 update is just a question of time. Because it is a huge mod. Porting it over would definitely... Well, they would have to recreate it from scratch, basically, right? Except for, I guess, the lore. The lore could all stay the same. But yeah, I guess if that were... Like, if it actually happened, that would definitely be a reason for me to switch. That would definitely be something. World building is fun, but I can never quite stay dedicated to a single setting. I think I do like my world building as well. I haven't really done it for, I don't know, for no good reason. I do have a... Well, I'm part of a tabletop campaign. Not quite D&D. It uses we use a other system, but it's fantasy tabletop, and we have made basically an entire world from scratch, and that's quite nice, making up things for that. Though, yeah, campaign hasn't really progressed in quite a while now, as one of our members has a tendency to be busy all the time. Okay, so now, do I want to pick up vetting? And also, what is this? Great Expectations. Okay, so our queen wants us to... Actually, losing naval tradition. We literally do not have naval tradition. We do not have a goddamn navy. So sure, we can appoint a admiral, I guess, who isn't going to be doing anything anyways. Goodbye. That's an easy one. I wish I had friends to tabletop RPG with. All my friends are too busy with college or work. Well, yeah, well, like, as I said, we also are having our problems. Like, I think since the start of the new year, we've had one session. Admittedly, we could have had like one or two others, maybe, but that wouldn't be enough either. So yeah, it is a problem, isn't it? It is a problem. Getting the people together. Honestly, the problem with getting people together is also why we adopted a quite unorthodox approach, I would say, because there are only 3 of us, and we don't really have a DM. I managed to find a system which is quite open, so our current setup is that basically all of us are players, but also all of us DM from time to time, and we all contribute to like the setting and everything, which every time I try to explain this to someone, I find they're very surprised, which I guess is understandable. Not quite a standard approach. Yeah, well, Harimari's sorry. I do want to be nice with you. I do negative 13 gold per month. I guess we did again get some new forts. We did again get some forts, and I would prefer to keep these online. Do you have like a design document for how that system works? You mean the system itself? Because the system is Ironsorn. It's the PDF is available for free. As a matter of fact, most of the stuff for it is available for free. They made one little expansion, which you have to pay for, but yeah, the base, everything is just free, and then we are like homebrewing stuff on top of it. And for that, we do have like our own documents. Well, like, I think I have several documents, we each have several documents, and then we have a combined Excel spreadsheet where everyone has access to, and then that's where we manage all the stuff that everyone needs to see. And it's working out. Everyone, when they want, contributes some bits and pieces. Mostly interested in how you play without a dedicated DM. So I guess I would say it's a bit of a mix. It's a bit of a mix, I guess, is how I would put it. So for quite a while now, we have just taken turns. Like, there was a period when effectively I took over as the DM. There was a period when each of my friends had like their DM phases. Basically, like, we do it as like story arcs. You know, we're going through one country, and there is gonna be some problem in that country, and then one of us does the bulk of the work there and basically takes over for that little time. But we also have other points in time where just all of us are simultaneously making decisions. Also, Ironsorn as a system, by default, it is built as a single-player sort of story system. That's why I initially found it and initially picked it up for this approach. So, because it is meant to be a single-player system, it has a lot of random tables. You just roll a lot of D100s, and you get lots of outcomes, right? And that's how you play the base game. We have kept a lot of that, we have gotten rid of some, we use them when we want to. So I think basically that is how we get around not having a stable I guess, one dedicated DM. Also, I guess, yeah, the story does maybe end up being a bit all over the place from time to time, but well, then again, I would say it's not that bad. I think it's just what you would expect from your average group, and we're fine with that. We like playing that way. We're not really super stuck on minor details, mostly at least. Though, finally, I was waiting when this day would come. Truly the darkest of days. Jaddar, our man, with us from the start. He has fallen. On the way to beating the next stack of rebels. Oh, this requires a readout. This requires a readout. Over a century ago, Jaddar Jeksizur came down from Ebushuptu with truth on his lips, a duty from Surael on his shoulders, and a fire in his eyes. Each day since, he has taught his truths to even those most astray or darkness touched. He has been Surael's herald on Halan, a commander to the Desert Legion, and a chieftain to the Mashnish, and he has spread the Jadd's fire across 2 continents. But tonight, he is dead. In Rahen, corrupt Harimari host extra lavish feasts in what remains of the Phoenix estates. Heretics breathe sighs of relief, but Jaddar was not defined by his enemies, and neither will his death be. In the shadow of the Paravimta range, a harpy matriarch flies against a sky that feels ineffably emptier, no matter how many sobs and cries she fills it with. In a tent near Ebushuptu, an elf shuts out the unceasing praying, brushes away the tears on her cheeks, and takes up the quill to put to paper every memory she has of the 9 decades she knew her father, hoping it will keep them fresh for the centuries ahead. At a small oasis, a half-elf collapses into his mother's arms, and she begins to intone the teachings of the Jadd, just as she did countless times when he was young. They are not alone. Across all the Jaddari, countless weep for the prophet that redeemed them from even the darkness's deepest clutches, the herald that led them to salvation, and their place in Surael's crusade. Every night he fights the darkness, and every morning he rises anew to revitalize the world. For now, each will fight their own battles against sorrow and grief, but come the morning, the next page in the Jaddari's history shall be written. Today we mourn, but tomorrow we will continue the fight against the darkness. Succession of Jaddar in 30 days. Oh, the succession is still possible. I think... Is his daughter alive? I think she is... No, I'm pretty sure the daughter is dead already. She was here in Elena, but has been replaced. The Mourning Jaddar. For a year, stability cost modifier. Nice. Well, I guess I do have a heir. They're a bit young. Honestly, 4 years until they will come of age, and Jedalessa will be able to take the throne. And currently, our queen isn't half bad. She can keep place. So honestly, it was a long time coming. I had Jaddar. So just for info, the Jaddar is the man after whom the religion is named, the nation is named. He is the main guy you start the campaign with, and he was a commander for, 45 years. It's honestly surprising that he didn't die sooner. But well, here we are, alas. It was, I guess it was destined to be this way. And what do I need now? So we have lost our best commander, which means might have to... Sure, we can ascend the Legion Captain. Get a elf with shock bonus. Yeah. So who does that give us? Well, you're not. Kalindal, I guess he has shock, but literally nothing else. Well, you'll be good enough. Okay, that changes plans slightly, but not too much. Oh, those are quite heavy losses. Yeah. 2,000. Yeah, that's a bit more than I would have wanted to lose just against rebels. Okay, and then Ayaralani, where are these gonna be? Up in the mountains. Okay, so back to what was that? Okay, now another big one. So the succession of Jadar. Wait, don't tell me. What are these RLS? Okay, so yeah, the names are duplicating a little bit, but okay. So what is this? Because how was our daughter actually called? Oh, that is it deleted my heir. Why the hell did it delete my heir? Well, this sure is something. I specifically... No, I specifically went through a bunch of... just a little spoiler, Caitlin. I don't do it a lot in this game, but since it's a big endeavor, I do this isn't Iron Man. I'm just saying, you know, and I guess everyone watching in the future, we do be a bit cheeky from time to time, and I think this will be one of those times because I went through a lot of effort to make sure that we have a good heir. And I do not know why they have made it so that your heir just gets kicked out. Like we had a fully a good heir right there. Why did it need to Yeah, it looks like they're just, you get some options, and like honestly these aren't bad options, but I want the one that I had, you know, not someone new. Because that just keeps who we have. Why does it... That's weird as fuck. That's weird as fuck. And yeah, I don't agree with that. We had an heir. Like, I don't have anything against Jadar dying. As I said, that was a long time coming. But... But that just... I don't... I assume... What could be the problem behind that? Maybe something... Because no, if the regent kept like the queen stayed as the regent, and I could give the option to just keep her there. Okay, this should be, yeah, here. So I assume it's maybe something because Jedalessa isn't of age yet, and then she gets automatically yeeted, which is... feels a bit weird that it's programmed like, coded like that, I guess. But, sure. It shouldn't be too hard to get Jadar stay alive for 4 more years. But yeah, because I think I discussed this. I don't remember. I think like 2 streams ago. How are we 300 years old with an 11-year-old daughter? So we are elves. It's a fantasy setting. We specifically are playing elves, sun elves, and the desert. I guess sun/desert elves, and elves count as old once they reach the age of 300. They count old then. I think 300 is like the equivalent of, what is it in base EU4 for humans, like 70? Basically when they can just randomly die from old age. And well, the 11-year-old daughter is, well, I guess elven men can get it up for a very long time. Well, they're elves, what I can say. Plus, also, well, specifically in Jadd case, we created her with magic. We did a spell which guarantees that we get a powerful magician heir. This is also the basically singular main reason why I definitely want her to inherit everything, because she, while obviously it still says that the personality hasn't been gained yet, she will be a strong magician, which is quite like, it's there isn't any equivalent for it in base EU4. Basically, the Anbennar devs have just created a entire magic system, and if you have a ruler who is a magician, they can do stuff, and we will need that further down in the mission tree. Hence, I want her now to be a magician. Elves work differently in many different settings, hard to keep up with. Well, I guess, but like in general, they can get really old, and I think, well, making kids later on, I think that's not too unusual, I'd say. I think it's definitely not the norm. I think this is mostly because how we have played, but oh yeah, I know. But yeah, I guess back again. Time to gain some time back. I think also, if I remember correctly, it doesn't change anything if you have a general in an army or not in an army, right? I'm pretty sure they have the same chances to die. Oh, this perfect one. Yes, make everyone happy. I like it when everyone is happy. So yeah, I think what I was saying, yeah, like 2 or 3 streams ago, I did also do, I think, what was it, once? Oh, well, this time our commandant died. I did a bit of re-rolling, a little bit of cheating, because, like, this entire air situation is basically the only thing that I'm not gonna budge on this. This is the hill that I'm dying on, because it's like it's the only thing that's dictated a bit by RNG in this entire campaign. Also, unpopular mathematician, sorry, but shut up. And yeah, the rest of the campaign will be nice, fair, without any issues, I hope. But this one I'm a bit, yeah. Not gonna keep that as it is. How do you like to make your elves work? You mean like just in fantasy settings? Because I know I don't, I think I'm quite traditional as far as things go. Like, I don't know, just like your standard anime or Western classical, like, fantasy tropes, elves being, I don't know, smart, a bit pompous, and arrogant, but also very good at what they do. Dwarves being drunkards and bros and swearing a lot. You know, just like the standard stuff. I don't really, in that sense, I don't really vary too much. Sometimes it's nice to, I know, have something different mixed in, go against some established norms. But I guess I'm not, like, okay, that... I'm not, like, not overly worried about it often. I know a lot of people are, like, tend to complain that, oh yeah, that trope has been done to death for a million times now, and this and that. I think tropes are tropes because they work, right? They make sense. Oh, haven't had this event in a while. So, yeah, the manpower recovery for one singular year isn't gonna do a lot. We do have space. Give me the free cavalry. The main thing I don't like about the standard elf is that they mature slower. It just doesn't make sense to me that they take longer than humans to become adults. Oh, that... Okay, that... I think that's one of the parts that I ignore. Though, is that... is that part of, like, the standard? Or isn't that, at this point, a bit of an older or more specific trope, though? Because, I guess I do know some pieces of media where, yeah, if like, oh, you're only 100 years old, shut up, you teenager. But, I don't know, I think, it feels pretty ubiquitous. But I think it is a different style of maturity, isn't it, though? Because I think that, I would say that mostly boils down to, like, their cultural standards in the setting, that like 100-year-old is viewed as like a teenager or something along those lines. The way that I have usually approached it is that they actually mature as a human would, meaning that around like, well, like the teen years is when they are a teen or a teenager, and then anything like 20 plus, they are like a young adult / adult. Because obviously they have the worldly experience from those years, and they physically have lived the time, so it would be, I think, a bit weird if they didn't mature in their mind. I think it's mostly like a cultural thing. Where like you have to be 400 in order to count as like an elder or something. I think that's how I have usually viewed it. Okay. Maybe a bit of a convoluted explanation. I don't know how that yeah, is. Okay, so now, okay, that's not for us. They will deal with that. I also are you Relin? Move you over. Also, I guess I with all the reading, I did skip over a previous question you had. I did see the back to the D&D story. If it's all is the story all over the place, or is it rather just multiple different stories set in the same world? And yeah, I guess I didn't explain that part. No, it's like it's one world, it's one story, it's the same characters going through everything, just that, like as I said, currently for quite some time we have been traveling across like an entire continent. It's our big journey period, sort of. And during this period, we have taken turns that then now and again, like, we switch who was the DM. Basically, like, we traveled through a few countries, and then every country was DM'd by a different person. And, like, I say, like, honestly, I think the story isn't that all over the place. It's just that, you know, different people, like, we can't really, like, if it was all made by one person, you could set something up which then pays off later. We can't really do that. We just each work with what we are assigning to ourselves, basically. We try to coordinate as much as possible, but it's not always not always possible. Right, also looks like stuff is wrapping up here. They're still fighting Varamhar. Birzar Tansesh is at war with Elisna? How the hell did this happen? What the hell? This is a weird situation. The fighting here in the West is really quite something. I kind of played with the trope in my main setting. Prior to the revolution, humans were viewed as reaching adulthood at 15, while elves were viewed as adults at 21. Didn't have any scientific basis. It was just racism. Ah, yes, good old fantasy racism. Now, I think, also, the thing is that much of a difference? 15 and 21? Like, I think, let's be real. If you're below 20, can you, like, you're a teenager still, even if you're a human, right? I don't know. It's an entire thing. Okay, more conversions. Damn, okay, some of these provinces now are getting proper expensive. It's a huge difference in an industrialized society, especially. Ah, well, okay, if it's like a... if it's like a industrial revolution kind of setting, then I guess, yeah, very much, child labor and all. And hello, Skunsku. Welcome. Join our discussion of, I guess, tabletop RPGs and fantasy elves, and looking at whatever this mess is, because Bulvar is offing itself. I don't even have to do anything. They're making work easy for me. The setting is a lot more mixed. Is that like some sort of your homebrewed setting, or is that also based on based in something else that's already existing? Now this is getting proper expensive. I don't want to pay for this, but I think I have to. Also, what's the situation here with religion, religious zeal? I guess these guys have been converting stuff, haven't they? Yeah. Coming in here, converting provinces that I then have to convert in the other direction. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Also, I think for the time being I will... Do I want to pause for a little bit? This would get really expensive real quick. How long have I been playing EU for? I think I have around 900 hours in my Steam version, and then I would... I would guess that I have some 200 hours in other places. So let's say 1,000 hours of overall experience, I'd say. And at this point, I think it's like 200 of those would be in Anbennar specifically. And then, what was that? Caitlin originally made it for a game, but after publishing it, I never really ended up continuing it, so my world building has been kind of unrelated. Well, I guess... but okay, so I guess at least you have the setting. Which, I now just have to find stuff to do with that setting. Got 2,000 hours and still a beginner. Well, honestly, I know that there is the whole joke, got so many hours and still counting as a beginner. I would say at 2,000... I'd say that's a bit of a meme saying that at 2,000 hours you're still a beginner. I don't think that's really how it would be. I definitely don't view myself as a beginner at basically 1,000. I would say that, like, yeah, like having 100 or 200 hours in EU4 doesn't mean that much. At that point, you might still be considered a beginner. Well, not might, you definitely would be a beginner. Knowing that, like, what one singular campaign is like 100 hours, depending on. Deserters turn to banditry, 1,000 manpower, but Zanship converted. So that's nice. Yeah, that was a 14 dev province. Very nice.